Hello, hi guys. So today let's talk about alias in Linux. So what is alias? So alias is basically a shortcut for your Linux commands in simple way. So what does it mean? So let's take an example. So whenever I type ls here, so it prints all the list of the documents which is present in my current directory, right? So if I want in a list format, I can do ls minus l. So I'm so lazy, like I don't want to make all this thing like ls minus l or something like that. So instead of that, if I type L, it should print the same format which I have printed here, or it should print ls. So in order to do that, what you can do is something called alias. You can use alias. So what is alias? So whenever you go and type alias, so here you can see alias is a shell built-in. So that means it is not a binary. So like a ls. So whenever you type which ls, here you can see it is a ls is a binary which is present somewhere in a user bin. But alias is not a binary, which is a shell built-in. So it is a command which is already built in with a shell. So now how can you create alias? So if you want to create alias, you can do alias l is equal to ls minus l. Whenever you do something like this, simply you type l. So can you see here? So all your list is been printed in a ls minus l format. So let's assume like you already started working with this l, and in between, like if you want to know what is this l means, so for that what you can do is you type alias l. So again it will print alias is been pointing to ls minus l. So that means whenever you type l, so it is alias to ls hyphen l. So that is the meaning of this. But what if you want to unremove this, like you want to do a reverse way, you want to remove the alias? So in order to do that, what you can do is there is something called unalias l. So whenever again you type l, so here you can see the command not found, there is no alias for that. But the problem with this doing in command line is, let's assume like I created alias in this bash, and let's assume I open new bash, and now I'll try to type l. Again the command not found, because whatever I typed here, it is present for that particular bash. Whenever I created a new instance of this bash, it does not present in this one. So, but how can I make this entire thing available for all the bashes? So in order to do that, what you have to do is, so let me exit from this bash and let me go into the file something called bash rc. So here is the home directory, and there is a hidden file called bash rc. Just you open that. And here you can see there are a lot of things already been present. Whenever I install my Ubuntu, all the stuffs which is already been present here. And simply try to type alias. Yes. Here you can see there are already so many comments which is being present. So alias grep, alias f grep, alias e grep, so many things which is already been aliased. So what I have to do is simply come to the end of the file. So let me print something here. I am loaded. Now let me create an alias. So l is equal to ls minus l. So this one will create. Now in order to simply, like if I type l, it does not work. So it will work because it's already been alias. So let me do unalias l. So again if I do l, so it is not printing, the command not found, right? So now we want to load the stuff which is present in a bash. So the one way and the easiest way is simply type bash. So can you see here, I am loaded. So that means bash has already been imported all the bash rc contents into this shell. So that's why it's all been available. So whenever I type alias l, so here you can see it is already been present. So this is one way. The next way is simply you can do source and enter bash rc. This is second way. You are sourcing the content of the bash rc into your current shell. So again now alias l, if you type, so it has been aliased, and simply if you type l, so it has been printing all this thing. And the third way is, so let me again create a new bash, or it's already been sourced. So the third way is dot, you have to go to bash rc. Simply you execute this one. So whenever you execute this one, again it is being loaded. So there are three ways. So one is like using a source, one is using simply a bash, and another one is dot space home directory and dot bash rc. So these are the three ways. So the whatever the alias which is being present in the bash rc is being loaded into your shell. So what is the use of this one? So the use is like whenever you open one more command, so one more terminal basically. So here you can see it's already been loaded. So whenever I type L, so it is been printing like this. So whenever ls, it is printing like this. So you no need to type ls minus L from now onwards. Simply you can type L. So it is printing like this. But what is the main use of this? As I earlier told, there are a lot of commands. So it's like, let's assume like you want to see a git status. So every time you need to type git status, right? So it is very much difficult to type all these things, right? So to avoid that one, what you can do is, again you go there and add into the bash rc, so that simply you can alias git status to something else. Now I'll show one of the some of the small tricks. So even this one vim bash rc can be aliased. So how can we do this one? Bash rc, and let me create some of the alias. So enter. So one is like alias. Simply I want to say git gs for git status, then alias gd for git diff. So these are the some of the utility commands which I can work with git. Now again, like I'll do eb means edit the bash. So what I can do, vim bash rc. So in this way, simply like this has been loaded. So if I want to edit this vim, if I want to edit this bash rc, simply I can type eb means edit the bash. So that is my shortcut. So let me go and execute bash. So here it is loaded. So again, if I want to do gs, simply git status gs. So if I do alias gs, so here you can see the git status is being present here. Since like there is no git is being installed in my ubuntu, so it is not showing anything. So if I want to edit the bash rc again, like you no need to do bash rc. So see here it is taking a lot of time, right? Simply instead of that one, simply type eb. So see here it is directly coming into this vim. So that is the use of alias. So hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.